Let's do this. The game might be a little loud, but I don't think that's gonna be a problem. The game has no audio. Interesting. One moment. Alright, let's do this. Now for real, I'm for real now. Let's do this. I also want to say, I want to add... Oh god. That's gonna be weird. No crosshair. There we go. Alright. There we go. For some reason that just turns off. I have no idea why you do that. Jesus. Jesus Christ. This is interesting though. Right, locked door. Kitchen still works. Alright, nothing too weird. So, you just don't do your dishes? Alright, cool. Can be opened. That's cool. You can interact with most things here. That's pretty cool. Just more clothes. I'm guessing that's clothes. I'm gonna guess those are clothes. Like, alright, so nothing. Alright. Let's begin then. I don't know if I should keep the lights on. I'll just keep the lights on. Alright. Let's do some reading. I see. Alright, that's pretty cool. Let's keep on going. The last human on Earth was sitting alone in a room. There came a knock on the door. What? Okay. No knock though. I've never cared for keeping a diary, but now seems a good time to start keeping one. Why? Because after all these years, I just can't forget about what used to be the light of my life. I know, dramatic much. I know, dramatic much. Very dramatic, holy Jesus. So dramatic. Knowing Brian Colmer as much as I did is bound to leave that big chunk of residue. So that's Brian. Okay, cool. Let's just say this diary is what's left of our relationship. Okay? 3 years. No. 3 years have passed and the world around me is still the same. Well, except for me. I look like a mummified corpse. What would B say if he saw me again? B left Rosen Peak the moment he graduated high school to go to a fancy college of his dreams. Hello? How do I go back? that is a bizarre mechanic. Oh, damn. Okay. Since then, I only could rely on my memories of him to keep on going. I wonder if it was the same for him too. When you love someone, his whole existence just gets etched into your brain. So no matter how much B changes, I will always know it's him. But will B do the same for me? Sorry. I know B liked me a lot too, but he was not the most likely person to remember stuff. Considering how long 3 years felt for me, it's possible he did forget about me. Or am I giving him a little... My God! Or am I giving him too little credit? So here comes the big question. Alright, let's do this. Will he remember me? Wait, does it matter which one I pick? I think it does. Stop it. I mean, I say he probably would. But 3 years is a long time. And if you don't talk to that somebody in 3 whole years, then there's a big possibility that he will just forget you. I'll just say yes, because it's also very possible that he'll remember you if your bond or relationship really was that close. Alright. Who am I kidding? It's B we're talking about. We didn't have the most perfect relationship, but he won't just dump his memory of me down the toilet or something. He's too much of a nice guy for that. And don't forget, cute. I just hope our time together was meaningful enough for him. Enough to make him cherish even the darkest ones. Damn. I do hope that B doesn't forget you and that B is actually remembering you, and it's not just like oh, B forgot about you and the entirety of your being, because that would be kind of sad. One moment. Alright. Let's do this. Speaking of cherishable memories, I wonder what happened to Joe's Diner. It used to be my favorite place, naturally because it was B's favorite place to begin with. If there were two things that were too good for Rosen Peak, it would be Brian and Joe's Diner. Home of the best pancakes in the world, Brian Comer. Joe's Diner. 5 stars, goddamn. Alright. What the hell is happening? What the fuck? Okay, thank you for the $10. God damn. Thank you. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. You didn't have to, but I appreciate it. Things were so much easier back then. B could just go, hey. And I would be like, hey. Nothing but hang out after that with some occasional visit to Colton Hill. We had such a good thing going. Damn, kind of sad. Alright, this is about to get good. Just take care of yourself first. But I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Alright, let's do it. Let's go back to the reading. Hello? Okay. Okay? Will he remember my voice? Will he say, hey, to me again? Did time already ruin our moments? Interesting. So I wonder what... I mean... I wonder if... you press no that the unknown number would call again. It probably would until you pick up, but I don't know. Just an interesting thing. And also, yes, it probably was a very likely butt dial. Alright, let's keep reading. I just wanted to say hello every time I called him. But what I want... Stop playing with my lights, damn you! What I want to do and can do are two different things, as always. Just enjoying B's presence on the other side of the phone was satisfying too in a way, though. Hey, I imagined him eagerly waiting to hear something other than my breath. Hi. I wish I could sneak into people's minds. What the Hello? Close the window. No thank you. Okay, I'm getting notes and window openers. What the fuck? Yeah, all you hear is dunk and I die. My god. Alright, one moment. Having a dealio. Yo, yo, yo. What's up?
Hello.
Hello.
I'm gonna have to mute the stream. Hold up.
So you don't hear yourself?
I'll hear you doubled, but like delayed, because you know there's like the 10-second stream delay.
Yeah, I mean, I try to do the whole like almost. I take down the delay as much as I can, but I bet there's still some delay in it.
Yeah, you can't completely get rid of it.
Which is kind of sad from a certain point of view, but yeah. All right. I'm gonna keep doing the game. All right.
You're gonna constantly die over a window.
That's gonna be the main thing. The window is gonna be my main enemy. All right. August 21st, 2006. That as a debut outfit? I admire your confidence, Sam. And with that, my whole school year will probably over. First day of new school, and the new girl in town got classified as undesirable by what seems to be the queen of a Wayrite Academy. Just normal school stuff as always. I spent last night telling myself, confidence, Sam, confidence. But looks like I should have spent that time picking better clothes. I tried not to care too much about blending in, but these kids already look at me like I'm candy handed out. Like I'm a candy handed out by strangers. The package seems fine. Bruh, my English is broken today. The package seems fine, but you know there's something fishy in there. Judging from their whispers, I could figure out they didn't know Wayrite even accepted transfers.
It's called tuna.
Yes, exactly.
Something fishy. It's called tuna.
But wrapped in like candy thing.
Just because it's got foil on it does not mean that it is sussy.
I completely agree. It's
called tuna, motherfuckers.
It's called tuna.
Also, I presume swearing's okay on your stream.
Totally fine by me. I don't really care about swearing. It's totally fine.
Like,
It's
it's safe to say like 20 million swears all at once.
Look, as long as you're respectful and not racist, I'm fine with it.
Well, yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, I know.
I
I
don't
know.
use.
I
the
know. I
big-
know. I know.
I
I'm
don't
just
use the
saying.
big boy words.
I know. I know.
I'm
It's
not a big boy. I'm just a big girl.
just a big girl with a big heart.
Aw.
Yeah.
I'm a big. I got my pull-ups on. I'm a big kid now. Yeah, the waterproof ones now. That's how amazing I am now. I'm a big kid now, motherfucker. Exactly.
It's been less than 24 hours since I moved to Rosen Peak, and I already enjoy sitting alone in my dorm room more than attempt socializing with people who call me City Girl. Fucking relatable, honestly. That is fucking relatable. If I ever went to like one of those dorm things like in what is that, college, I would do the same. That is so fucking relatable. But I would just sit in my room and be like, I'm not even gonna attempt socializing because I know it's gonna go majorly down a big deep hole. Don't take that out of context.
Oh, whoa, what kind of big deep hole you talking about here?
No deep hole ain't bitten. Okay, no. End of bit. Ooh, I know.
Big enough?
I know. Oh, whoa. Well, screw you too, Hillybillies. That's one hell of a comeback.
That's how I feel whenever I play a DVD and it's a fucking hillbilly.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good comeback to people calling you a city girl. You a hillybilly.
Okay, but you wanna know what's worse?
What? Besides, I decided not to force myself into making friends after how my old friends decided to turn on me. I just hope these guys leave me alone at least. Keeping a diary sure can help keep things together in all the chaos. I haven't.
Having diarrhea can help? What the fuck?
No, keeping a diary. You know, like a diary where you read like daily notes and whatnot.
I still think diarrhea is better, but okay.
From a certain point of view, sure. Keeping
I mean, hey, you'll be stuck in the bathroom. You don't have to deal with social interactions.
So true though, so true. It like helps you keep distance from the social things.
Exactly.
Keeping a diary sure can help keep things better in all the chaos. I haven't kept a diary since kindergarten. But this seems like a good time to start. Kudos to Mom for giving me the advice. Oh shoot, almost forgot calling her. Write you later, diary, my only true friend. Love, Sam. Now entering Rosen Peak. Alright. So, what I'm getting so far is this. These things, like pages that you get, are from like a note, like a diary of Sam, and it's like from
Diary of the Sam.
Diary of the Sam. So like Diary of Sam, and it's like from the past, and you just get to read her mindset and then the current diary as you go through whatever that you go through here.
Yeah.
Alright. Look beyond their eyes just by staring. And that could be cool, into people's minds and see what they're thinking. I mean, could also be dangerous, but it would be cool. If I had that power, I would never stop looking through B's window. Stalker much? Will B remember the moment he came into my life? For me, it is as clear as the moment he left. So clear that
I think about you before I came back to you.
I know, right? I know, right? Yeah, that is very relatable. So clear that the downfall of our relationship still cuts deep into my heart. Yeah, that is. This is starting to turn a little weird. I forget names.
It's that.
That. Um. Fuck. I don't know. I forget words. Anyways. Yeah. Live in Rosen Peak was a jar filled with bittersweet candies. Not exactly tasteful, but I learned to enjoy it. That's one hell of a way to view it.
Until you get COVID and then you can't taste shit.
Yeah, until you stop tasting, yeah.
I'm gonna shut up now. I'm probably ruining shit.
No, you're not. No, no, no. You're not ruining anything. You're not ruining anything. You're just making it more fun, if anything.
That's what I do with scary things. Like, if there's something scary, we just turn it into a joke. Like,
Mm-hmm.
my friends and I have already discussed that what makes a horror movie scary is the fact that you can't find a single one that doesn't have like a really in-depth sex scene. That's what's scary about them. It's not the killing or anything. It's it's the really in-depth 18 plus scenes. That's what makes them scary.
Yeah, exactly. It's so
Especially
weird.
when you're watching them with your mom. That's when you get the extra problem.
I mean, it's just a given rule at this point to don't watch horror movies with your mom, especially if you know that there's somewhere.
Fair enough.
I mean, I never really watched horror movies with my mom. I watched like one or two horror movies, but only by myself.
And you're not much of a horror fanatic?
No, I only play a few horror games, mainly Five Nights at Freddy's, but a few horror games here and there, and horror movies. That's just the things I stay away from. That's the territory where I'm like, okay, that's a little bit too much.
In Rye's teenage years, he was like, he really liked the Friday the 13th and like the slashers
Hmm.
shit.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
I heard they were good.
yeah.
Nevertheless, it's where my heart lies. Also, I remember seeing in Jack's video that lies changes, but I don't know. I think we missed that. Probably if I look back at it on the recording, I'll probably notice it. Wrote a poem in B's memory. He used to struggle with Miss Lasley's poetry practices, even if he didn't have to try that hard. Miss Lasley always told us poetry is not about using fancy words. Poetry is not about using fancy words. Let your feelings do all the work. Well,
Roses are red, violets are blue. You touched my senpai, so now I fuck you up.
you touched my senpai, so now I fuck you. Well, this is how I feel. I stand at his doorstep, heart filled with desire. He rushes down the stairs, heart red like fire. But before his spirit can soar, first he must answer the door. Good poem. Also kind of relatable.
Roses are red, violets are blue.
Whoa!
You touched my senpai, so I murder you.
No, I will not open the door, damn you. I won't. I have to answer the door, don't I? Okay. Who's
You have
knocking?
phobias of spiders, and I have phobias of doors. Come on.
Yes. Hello? Who's out there? Pitch black. Okay, so nothing. So just okay. Oh, another note.
Really over exaggerated. I have not taken my meds today, so forgive me.
No, you're fine. It's okay. You're fine. No need to worry.
Me not on my pills being like extra crack.
Extra crack? That's the funny one. I don't need medication. I'm good without it.
Exactly.
No need to it. The fun side of me is the one without the pills. August 22nd, 2006. Stacy is a classic. FYI, she's the one who talked crap about my favorite vintage shirt. Fuck Stacy and her bullshittery. You care about your vintage shirt and that's what matters. It's like she jumped straight out of a cheesy teen drama. Blonde, hot, always talking and a cheerleader. She even has a beefy jock for a boyfriend. I didn't want to start talking shit about someone already, but how could I resist? Every time I get in Stacy's view, triggered an obvious backbite. I'm seriously starting to think she's under a curse that kills her if she stops talking about someone else. I'm Stacy. I'm pretty. Sadly, coping with her bitchiness wasn't the hardest part of the day. Mom called again. As far as she knows, it's just rainbows and butterflies here in Rosen Peak. I can still remember the complicated face she made when I told her that my application was accepted by Wayrite. None of us were expecting them to approve a transfer request of an 11th grader. Even if she told me she understands my need to move out of the city, I really feel guilty for leaving her alone. You already used up your last runaway chance, Sam. Get yourself together. If not for you, for Mom. Alright. Getting increasingly worrying. And the knock turned into a hey. Lovely. Alright. Other Wayrite kids were so predictable. Their doors were already open even before I put my hand on the knob. But B's door was closed shut, so beautifully painted. Everyone liked him but couldn't get him to open up. I knew if there was something more behind that pretty paint. No, I knew there was something more behind that pretty paint. Something behind his bright smile. She said, "So go fuck yourself." But on the other hand, being able to hang out with him was good enough blessing for me. Enough to make me want to never leave his side. Never, ever. Okay, that's worrying. Stop getting closer. I beg you. Hello. Alright. Alright, lamp works. These don't work. At least this works. This is worrying. Oh, I see. Another letter. God damn! This is actually scary. Holy fuck! God. August 24th, 2006. My first Frozen Peak weekend. As the name itself gives away, the small town fits perfectly as a setting for a mystery horror genre. Lush forests, endless hills, and a lake that I'm certain is hiding a couple of dead bodies. I could pay a visit one day and take some gorgeous shots. As for now, I'm just gonna leave those POI to my to-do list, which is already filled with crazy amount of homework. I now know why youngsters of Wayrite will try their best to get as far away from the school as possible after class.
English, sir. English.
To escape from choking on the pressure that teachers give them. Even on weekdays, pretty girls like Stacy will have their boyfriends give them a ride, and others make use of the power of the public transportation to get to the most crowded part of town. It does feel too quiet with no one left in school, but at least I don't feel as lonely as I was in San Diego. At least I don't have to watch everyone I know turn their faces away like I'm some kind of demon spawn. Yeah.
I relate to that way too hard.
I relate also a lot, even though I'd rather attracted attention and not the good kind, but I do relate. At least I don't have to be reminded of how fucked up things can be in a single moment. Moving on won't be easy, but as long as I keep myself busy, it won't be that hard. As for my weekend plan, I'll just improvise in the morning. Write you later. Love, Sam. Alright. B was always pushing his limits. Well, it was more like he was always being pushed, but he was good at it. That's why he naturally became the best quarterback of the team while maintaining a high grade for a star player. B was the best quarterback Wayrite could ask for. Seeing him running all sweaty on the field always triggers something tingly within me. Something that made me want to catch him behind his back and never let go. I mean, so far I think I really don't know who you're playing as, but I think so far
I think you're playing as Sam.
Yeah, I mean, it would really make sense if you were playing as Sam, because you're reading through the diary on her perspective, and even reading through the old things that she used to write. So yeah, it could very well be Sam. All sorts of feelings and thoughts were pushed restlessly into my brain with every heartbeat. It gave me a bad headache. A good kind of bad headache. I wanted it to stop. I wanted it to never stop. That's confusing.
That sounds like the type of shit I write when I'm going fucking insane.
It's like, I wanted it to stop, but I never wanted it to stop.
Exactly. Like, that sounds exactly like the shit I write when I am not okay in the moment.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, a little relatable. We all write crazy shit from time to time.
Yeah.
But as soon as B gave me that hey, all those headaches were washed away. Goddamn, that's one powerful hey. It used to be the best prescription I could ask for. Take away the pain and only let the good things stay. Wow.
Me when I discovered Apex before it fell apart.
Oh, whoa. I don't know why I need that hay, but okay, I'll take it. That eye is concerning.
Drifty.
Yes.
Hey.
Hey. Hi. Hi. Hi.
You're too scared to say hey because of the game.
Hey. Hi. Hoi. Oh. Another note. Okay. August 31st. Alright. Getting interesting. Not too many. There only one. No. Only 2 scares so far. Okay.
Are you counting the window?
Yes. I'm counting the window.
Good.
That's 2 included the window because I jumped.
Yes, you died.
I died. That window got me so good. For a boarding school, Wayrite intellectuals are not that interested in becoming intelligent. You're right. I visited the library today, and 2 things surprised me. One, the place was much bigger than the one in my old school. Than the one in my old school, someone could get lost in here. 2, I had a strong feeling that people rarely visit the library, maybe because they feared being lost in there. The place was too clean. Even the books showed little sign of human touch. Now I feel sorry for complaining about Miss Leslie's book assignment. I wonder if Stacy is even thinking of picking a book, with her admiring her boyfriend Kyle's tattoo all day. I doubt she has spare time to do that. Is she depending on Kyle to do the reading for her? Seriously?
It sounds like some kind of rivalry cooking up.
It really does, you know, like the main big of the school having a rivalry with the newcomer. Like that's just like the typical like high school movie.
Yeah, it's not original.
It's not that original. Come on, man.
They gotta think of better things. They're running out of ideas here. They're desperate.
Very desperate. Way too desperate. Come on, man. According to what I saw so far, he's either busy reacting to whatever's coming out of Stacy's mouth, or working up some shenanigans with his jock buddy, Brian, was it? So, yeah, right. In the meantime, I should be more concerned about myself than the well-being of the whole school. We too cool for books. Open those eyes, no need for words. The sweetest love songs those eyes utters. So turn around and sing for me. I'd rather not turn around. Oh, I see you. Hello there. Hello? Okay. Thank you for taking a picture of me and my branch. Alright. I will place you here. That I am so confused right now. At like what happened? Oh, that I hate all of that. And another note. We're getting notes like we're going through the notes like crazy. Jesus Christ. All right. September 4th, 2006.
Hey, that's 3 days after my birthday.
visited the library again. A bit more people than before, and among them was Brian. It's not worth a bother, but seeing a major skank's boyfriend's bud wandering around in the library is uncanny by anyone's standards. He must have been there to pick the book for Miss Leslie's assignment. I almost got too close to him trying to see what he was going to pick. I really hope he didn't notice that. I'd rather be known as a regular geek than a creepy one. Okay, relatable, kind of. A jock in a library? Now I've seen everything. Woe is me. I hate to admit it, but Brian at the library was today's only diary-worthy event. Probably 'cause it's the only human interaction that didn't give me the sensation of someone talking behind my back. At least today's entry is a tad more meaningful than what I wrote yesterday. I need to revise my book options now. Write you later, love, Sam. So turn around and sing for me. Alright, we've already seen that. I'm sorry. Okay.
Don't mind me. Screaming back at my father.
Yeah, it's okay.
He screams at me, I scream at him.
That's the way to do it. When they scream back. I miss him, even when I'm with him. I see him, even when he is not looking. Why do you got a picture of me checking the fucking fridge? I can't do anything. Oh, I see. Is that a nope? Oh. Okay. I'm guessing I have to go underneath with the branch, because I probably can't reach under there. Alright. The branch went away. Interesting.
Don't you love it when you're gonna use it and then it just goes poof? Haha, no fuck you.
Yeah. It's like after you used it, it just goes poof, bye-bye. Alright, September 7th, 2006. It was Mr. Kane's 9th psychology class, and he still managed to come up with another lame activity. This time he gave each of us a sheet and made us write down some of our own personal traits. For the next 10 cringy minutes, I managed to squeeze out some of the aspects of myself that I could hate less. After that, Mr. Kane told us to think about whether or not others would agree to each of them. He called it re-engaging the perspective towards oneself. Blah blah. Wow. Like I really needed I needed to re-evaluate my stupid self. Hard relate. I relate. That is fucking chat shit. But it's not the dumb subconscious exercise that's bugging me right now. When the papers were being passed around, Brian, yep, him again, kinda smiled at me. It's 11 p.m. now. Why am I writing about this? It's most likely an accidental glance, but I still don't know why the very image hovered in my head for the rest of the class.
It sounds like someone who just can't let go of anyone for shit.
Yeah, it's like someone in the class randomly smiles at you and you just can't stop thinking about it for some damn reason.
Like, okay, fun little story about grade 8. So it was Remembrance Day. Or at least we had the Remembrance Day assembly. Um, and our teacher was absent, so we had a substitute. And the video our teacher had left us is perfectly fine. It was perfectly like, PG.
Yeah.
Um, it was fine, and it was only 2 minutes long. But then the YouTube autoplay was like, the next one is gonna be freaking um like a 20-minute long scene from Saving Private Ryan, the beach scene. Um, which is like, it's 18 plus, first of all. Um, and it's like not something that you play in a class.
Okay.
And she just casually played it. But basically, the I was like losing it because it was just too brutal and too gruesome for me. So I was completely frozen. So my old friend had to drag me out of the classroom because that's how fucked up I was because of it. Um, and then the teacher came out and was trying to usher me back in the class. But point is, when I got pulled out of the class, the person who was at the time my crush was out there, and he tried comforting me, and it made me happy because I liked him and he was comforting me, so it was nice.
Yeah, that's nice to hear. That is really good to hear.
Now I've kind of just lost contact with him.
I mean, yeah, that happens sometimes, especially when it's like school people or crushes for that matter. Like,
Yeah,
after a while, you just lose contact with most of them.
I wasn't really the type of girl that you'd really look to for a girlfriend in school. So
Yeah.
I was kind of just that normal, quiet kid that only that. Okay, this is what someone said to me. You are that kid where you are quiet, but then when someone asks for your help, you exceed tremendously helping. And I'm like, oh, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. I do agree with that
Oh,
statement.
thank you.
Of course.
I remember once this one kid like jeopardized this project that was for like the entire school to see, and like I was the only one there after school who knew how to properly work technology, so I managed to save him from from
Yeah.
impending doom.
Yeah. All right. That's nice. That's nice. For the rest of the class. Okay, the rest of the day. Stupid brain probs wanted an excuse for screwing up today's math test. Get out of my brain. I go away. Nope, stop. Why are you under my bed?
Are you Michael
Also, hold
Jackson or
up.
some shit?
What?
Jesus.
What? I don't. What?
You just went like he.
I swear to God, I heard something.
You're hearing things.
Yeah, that's probably true. I'm
You're
going.
just
I'm
scared.
going crazy.
You're just scared.
Yeah. As the time we spent grew longer and longer, one question kept going on with it. No, growing with it. Can you stop messing with my lines? Thank you. What does
Hey,
the
just don't forget to pay the electricity bill, and then you'll be fine.
what does the me in B's eyes look like? Does he see me as I see him? Does he see me as I see myself? Does he see me as I want him to?
This woman is really overthinking this shit. Isn't he taken?
Like, girl, come on. That is
Isn't he already taken? Is this the same person? Like,
no, Brian, he's not taken. Brian is the one that's not taken. Brian is free as far as I read correctly.
and how trustworthy is your reading there?
I don't know. Probably not trustable, but it's the best I have. I screamed in agony, but there was nobody to.
I like ice cream.
Ice cream. But there was nobody to even hear it. Ah yes, that's the best scream when nobody can hear it.
That's me all the time. I internally scream so much.
Yeah. I scream both internally and physically.
I know. I saw you this morning too, so.
Wait, this morning?
Yeah. On stream, you died.
Oh, right. I meant like raging, screaming, but yeah, that works as well.
I've seen you rage scream as well. Back when you despised me.
That is probably true because I do rage a lot.
I vaguely remember you, like, getting really mad at me. I can't remember why now, but meh.
I don't know.
It was like a while ago, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember either. Do others think that I do overthink?
Probably.
I would say yes. I would say yes. You do overthink. Though, if I were to actually like answer this myself, I mean, would others think that I overthink? I would say yes because I do overthink a lot. Wait, no. Wait, reading bad? Do not overthink? Oh, it says do not. Oh my god. That I do not overthink.
That's what they all say.
I do not overthink. I don't know.
That's what they all say, motherfucker.
You don't overthink. I'll just say no because yeah, the others probably think that you do overthink. And I mean, is ADHD like a part of? Isn't ADHD like a part of why most people like overthink and whatnot?
Would not surprise me because ADHD is like it has your mind constantly racing. Like, it's your mind. You think about many things all at once. So.
Will others think that I would never lie to my friends? I think I have proven a lot of times that I am very honest. I would never lie. I don't think... I mean, if I have to answer this personally, I would say... Others would think that I would never lie to my friends, so that's a yes.
I can agree with that.
Because, especially nowadays, like, especially since I've grown like at least a year or two, I've been trying my fucking hardest to stay as honest as fucking possible. Like, as honest as I can. Will others think that I never use others for my own personal gains? Others think that I never use others for my personal gains. That's yes, because I would never use anyone for my personal gains. That's stupid. Will others think that I won't betray anyone close to me? I could probably think of like one or two people that would say otherwise. So that's like, I don't know, that's a tough one. I wouldn't really say I betray people that are close to me, but then again, some people would say otherwise, so I don't know.
You don't do it unless you have a good reason.
Yeah. If I have a good unless I have a good reason, then yeah.
Also, I have good news. I don't have to go.
Let's go!
I have to move downstairs, so I'll be gone for like 2 minutes while I move, but then that's it.
Alright, that's fine. Okay, I won't betray anyone close to me. Yes, I'll just say yes, because I'm not usually the one to betray people unless they are assholes for no reason, give me a reason to betray them, or they're just...
Give me a reason to betray you, and I'll betray you.
Yeah, basically, it works like in a two-way cycle. If you betray me, I betray you, and then if you give me like the two very small reasons for me to betray you, I'll fucking do it. Never act on impulse. I don't know. Do I act on impulse? I don't know. I don't think I do. I think I think, again, going back to the overthinking part, I think I overthink some things, so I don't think I act on impulse, but would others think that I never act? Then I would probably say yes, because I am usually pretty slow with it and taking my time. I don't really act on impulse, just going like, yes, do it, no questions asked. That's not my style. Would mean I do use friends for personal gain, but that's not true. But yeah.
Oh, is that what it means to be material? I didn't even know that.
Material is like using someone to get money or earn things for your personal gain, as far as I'm aware.
Then I've been used a lot by material girls. In that case, fucking
Yeah.
I spend too much money on people I love. It's insane.
Yeah. So I think like being material is like willingly being with someone like Andrew Tate just for the money, so that you can get like Gucci bags and whatever else.
I love that example you used.
It's the best example I got, because he's literally the worst asshole you can think of in this example that people would be with just for the fucking money.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I don't know. A lot of people hate him. With good reason. Others think that I don't run away from my responsibilities. I do not run away from my responsibilities. So if people would think that I run away from my possibilities, you're weird, and I don't run away from my possibilities. Am I a fucking freak? Think that I am a fucking freak. Am I a fucking freak?
Yes.
I'll say yes. Hell yeah.
But you are the cute kind.
I am a freak, and I own that shit proudly.
But you're cute as well, so it's okay.
Yeah. Well, not every freak, but most freaks are cute. That includes both of us.
You calling me a freak?
But the good kind! The cute, good kind.
Thank you. So you call me a freak?
Ah, but you did it first. When it is indeed September 11th on the 2006. I was returning one of the books I checked out when he came out of nowhere. Hey, anything worth reading? I never thought the voice was aimed at me, but my heart was somehow already skipping a beat. Brian had to tap me on the shoulder to get my complete attention. Sam, right? I saw you going in and out of the library, he said with a buttery voice. It's not like I've been stalking you or anything. I come here I come here from time to time too to get some stupid assignment out of the way so I can focus on my games.
Damn, that's so relatable.
Oh my god, he got the Chad gaming mindset. Let's go.
Relatable as fuck.
Relatable. I mean, if you're a gamer, you relate hard. He said he couldn't find anything interesting to read, and since all he could think of were comics, he could use some guidance. My mind was still jumping up from the ambush. All I remember saying is, how about Misery? Stephen King's works are good enough to get you started. 'Cause boys like any story with blood and breaking bones, right?
Girls do too.
Oh god, I don't...
I like them.
Yeah, I don't...
In fact, I make them.
Oh god, I don't recall how the rest of the conversation went, but I'm pretty certain he said, see you later at some point, and I said, yeah, see ya. Misery, real nice, Sam. If Brian didn't know you were a weirdo, he does now. I mean, I personally don't read... I hope I didn't hear a psst, because if it was, I'm gonna freak out. Nope, nothing. Okay. I did for B, all of them, because I loved him. Why couldn't he just understand? Others were nothing but poison. I was the one who truly cared, but B didn't even appreciate the things I've done for him. Okay. I never wanted a drama. I wanted a poemish life. A tender, subtle love story written only for his eyes. It's totally fine if no one else gets it, as long as B does. Freak much?
I'd say more like a yandere.
Yes. So this is like very yandere-esque. I mean, it would be interesting if you were Sam in this story somehow, reading through your own like thing. But what would be haunting you though? Like, that's the thing, like all these scares and ghosts going around. Interesting is all I'm saying. B was always welcome in my world. I gave him the key to it. Even if he lost it, he could always come back to our world to find it. And I think it's a good time to come back now, B. It's like the book is talking to me, like, what the fuck? Alright. What the fuck? Okay. But I know he's not coming back. I will never hear that hey ever again. I will never know what's behind his door locked tight with smiles, because I gave him my key and B didn't. Oh, you can take that. Okay, interesting. Let's go back to our small world, where I placed my heart, said everywhere you loved. Let's go back. spam. Alright. Another note.
Why are all these kids getting so violent? The fuck?
I know, right? It's so weird. September 46th. No. That's not a date that should exist. September 16th, 2006. Turns out the lake does have a history of having dead body in it. I know this because I visited there. I visited there because Brian took me there. What? It all happened so fast. I was outside the yard reading when Brian appeared out of nowhere again. He said, he said, "Hey," and started telling me how he actually enjoyed the book and how he never read the same book twice in his life. Okay. And since he was heading out, he offered me to give me a tour of the town. 40 minutes later, we were passing Joe's Diner, home of the world's famous pancakes, says Brian. There was also an arcade across the diner. Brian hates the place because it's teeming with 40-year-olds. The donut shop was Brian's must go to place too, unlike the music store, which according to him seriously needs to restock. I found my own POI, a bookstore, and it was weird seeing a bookstore and a gym standing side by side though. At the end of the tour, I finally got to taste finally got to taste that sweet pancake Brian worshipped. Out of the window, I could see the weird, gigantic hill that was also visible from my dorm room. Brian revealed that it's his secret base of some kind, since few people actually visit Colton Hill. He jokingly said he could take me there when I'm cool enough.
Yes, I will.
After dinner, Brian dropped me off at the bus station and drove off to meet with his friends. I was exhausted but hyped up beyond my limits. I can't sleep. How can I when the whole day just feels like a dream? Okay. Are the locations gonna be needed? So Joe's Diner, which is a must go, and they did go there. No, the donut shop and Colton Hill. I'll also take this, whatever that is for. Alright. So Joe's Diner, the donut shop, and Colton Hill, right? I'm not dead, so I'm assuming that's a yes. I miss Morning Dew Bakery. Being Irish.
Really?
Why? What's up?
Everything.
Why?
I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm rage quitting Roblox.
Oh, finally!
I was doing so well. I was there first because the person in front of me that tried to murder me died. So I was there first and I got the best one, and then like some dude came up behind me and just stole it, and I was like, ah.
The sadness indeed.
Now I don't want to do anything. Now I want to go cry.
No, you stay.
Okay.
I
When are we gonna play together?
I don't know. I hug.
I'm gonna turn into a VTuber before you and I play.
Tomorrow morning or something.
Yeah.
So I guess this is just a test to see if it saves or not. Because this game is really good. I'm really enjoying it so far. I really am. So, let's keep on going. Alright. Let's do this. Where were we? Right. That. And this was the tour. It does because Brian took me there. Yeah, we already read all this. Alright. I miss Morning Dew Bakery. B never shut up about its donuts. So tasty. They did taste sweet, just like B's heart. Each bite was another memory to savor. But just like a donut, it had an expiration date. It turned cold and bitter. I miss its warmth. I miss its sweetness. I need it. I need to eat it up. Alright. So... donut time? So why the fuck are you open? Stop turning off the goddamn lights. It's a Homer Simpson ass donut. Or num 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 num. Alright, can I put it in? Yes. What the fuck, bro? And also, was that a heart? It probably was concerning the blood. What the fuck, bro? Okay, interesting. Anyways, the golems just obliterated the hammerheads today. I now know why they say Brian and Kyle are more than buds. I would have called them an awesome duo too if only Kyle wasn't an ass load of douche. I mean, the guy has his name tattooed on his arm. Call me old-fashioned, but I think you should go to hospital and get that ego checked out, because it must be swollen huge. Also, what the fuck? That's weird. It smells like fucking gasoline. At least he leaves me alone. Other than giving me that creepy stare when I pass by. I understand how Stacy can keep... excuse me. I understand how Stacy can keep hanging out with him, but Brian? They do say we sometimes become friends with those who are the opposite ends, so maybe it's not such a weird thing. For me, the real win was the photos I took of Brian. Watch out for Sam. Watch out for Sam Holt, the rising teenage stalker. Bringing the Polaroid camera I bought years ago during my camera geek phase. Seems like a good idea now. Very creepy. very, very, very creepy and weird thing that you decide to do. But you know what? Fair is fair. Sigh. I just. I know I promised myself to stay away from people, stay away from the drama, but when I look at Brian, when he talks to me, it feels like maybe, just maybe, it's okay to have a little drama for myself. I'm not ready to define what this feeling is, but for now, I'm going to label it as looking for a shoulder to cry on. And just shove it under my bed, just like the pictures I took today. Alright. Next page. I hated every moment I was not with B. I was helpless. Every day I wanted to call him just so we could chat, but I was afraid of what Brian would think of it. It could even hurt his reputation. So what I think this is just like Sam's like diary beforehand, like her diary just commenting down her daily experience of the school. And this is after she gets home and writes it down, and this is like something that she wrote, like another diary, it could be, or it could be someone else's diary. I'm not too sure. But hurt his reputation would make sense because Sam is still kind of the new girl, and the girl that is considered like a geek and a nerd. So the one that people usually don't. So the person that people usually don't want to be seen with. I don't know. It seems like it's like Sam's thing. Notebook. Anyways, when I finally worked up the nerve to call, all I could do was listen to him say hello. That was as far as our late night phone call chit chat could go. I hung up, wondering if he knew I was on the other end of the line. I remember the strong burning sensation that came every time I called him. That red, fiery sensation. Red. So fucking red. Red everywhere. Excuse me? Oh. Finish what you started. Okay. Whoa, what the fuck? Okay, hello? Oh, and... what the fuck is going on? Okay, whatever. What is going on? Hello? What the hell? At least I finally did it. Oh my god. Whoo, goddamn. This game is not to mess around with. Hello. Go around the rock, I guess. Is someone following me? Meet me at Colton Hill. You know where to find me. Oh, what? Oh my god! I hate horror games, man. Jesus Christ. Okay. So it looks like a faked letter from Brian to meet at Colton Hill? Because what I'm getting from that is there was a letter. Someone made that letter. They made Sam go there, and then they ran and possibly rushed her down. I don't know. Due date September 28th, 2006. Due date for Miss Leslie's book report is right around the corner, and I'm still not finished. Only if I wasn't too disturbed. Normally, I wouldn't bother reading a teen romance. Excuse me. Normally, I wouldn't bother reading a teen romance story, but for some reason I thought, hey, why not? You know what? Reading a teen romance story, it's not a bad idea. I mean, some of them are good. Some of them are good. The premise for Mingled itself is pretty generic. Jenny has a huge crush on her childhood friend Michael, but she can't get Michael to think of her as more than just a friend. She reaches a conclusion that it's because of all those girls around him. So she starts making a list of all the basic girls who also have a crush on Michael. What she's planning to do with the list is yet to be revealed. If I can finish reading the book by tomorrow, I'll be able to finish the report with enough time for a revise. P.S. I wonder how Brian is doing with his assignments. Why am I interested? Because he's been asking for my help with some of his works, and I gladly agreed to. Why would I do that? Because by helping Brian focus on his practices, so he can bring trophies to our beloved school, it's safe to say I'm part of a bigger cause. Not like I'm doing this for any personal reasons, right? Interesting. So it seems like her and Brian have like a kind of a good bond, going, like a close relationship going, and then it somehow turns sour. I want to read Brian like a book, peep in his beautiful head. But then again, if Sam doesn't seem obsessed with Brian at all, she's just like thinking of him as like, oh, am I in love with him or am I not? It's like Sam seems fine with him as a friend, and she is a little interested. Like, but I don't think she is like as obsessed as the one that wrote this book. So maybe this isn't Sam's diary? I don't know. Fill it with the desires I had to secretly incubate. You. Desires of whispering words like, don't leave me, don't go away, don't smile for others. Don't look away, don't look away, please don't look away, please don't look away, please don't look away. Okay, okay, don't look away, I get it, 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 I will not look away, I will not look away. Oh, what the hell, bro? Okay. October 4th. Stacy invited everyone to the late post-victory party at her place this Friday. Weird that she told me this at the hallway herself. The sudden act of courtesy was enough to leave me frozen, but to think of it a self-conscious beauty queen like Stacy would love showing off how tolerant she could be. Yeah, weird. I prefer celebrating quietly in my room, but since the party is practically being held for Brian, I thought it would be sorta rude of me not to be there. She was nothing but nice to me since I met him, so the least I could do is show up. Plus, I could probably witness the face Stacy makes when she sees that I actually had the nerve to show up. Maybe I could even piss her off if I managed to strike a conversation with Brian. And Omega hanging out with an alpha? Kyle would be busy comforting Stacy, fuming about how I mess up her ecosystem. No peer pressure, Sam. Just clean drinks and hopefully some casual talk with Brian. What could possibly go wrong? I wonder. Like staring into closed eyes. I could never know if B knew I was looking at him. So, we gonna mention about the please don't look away thing that just happened? Like, what the bruh? What the hell? I could never know if B, no, I already read that on Mayo. Did he even know I was there? Maybe he knew, but simply didn't care. The only thing looking back is my decaying sanity. I wanted to look away so much, but what's the point when sense still there? So far, I have no idea who you are, and who this book is referring to. Like who I could be. Because Sam and Brian seem to have a pretty good relationship and they're kind of talking. Sam is trying to get to know Brian, and at this point she's not completely obsessed with him. But would it make sense if it was Kyle? Because if it was Kyle, they are jog buddies, but they are always together, so I don't know. Wait, actually that could maybe make sense because Kyle and Brian are always together. So if they're always together, maybe you are Kyle? As if like Kyle is questioning his his sexuality and who he wants to be with and why he likes B. Then he gets obsessed with B for some reason because of the things that he does, like make others smile and make others feel good. I don't know. Would seem a little weird since they are jog buddies, but I don't know, just a theory. Decaying sanity. I started to think the only way to get B's attention was to throw myself off Colton Hill. How did I come so low? All I wanted was a chance to show how I feel about B without any noise getting in the way. I could have had some peace with Brian despite all the shit I had to deal with. Brian was super likable. Everyone liked everything about him. They couldn't stop smiling when Brian started talking. The smiles they gave him made me want to puke. They smile as if their relationships with Brian mean much more than the one I have with B. And yet, I was the only one left with a broken heart when he left Rosen Peak. B was so determined about leaving that a star player wasn't enough for him. B needed to be a fucking model student. Nothing says pick me to college admission like a spotless student record. Someone's picky. I also think it makes a little more sense if it was Kyle, because with Kyle they were much more close. So if B left, the only one left with a sort of broken heart would be Kyle, because they were the only ones really that close that whole year. Because since Sam is a new student, or sort of new student, and still getting to know Brian at this point, I don't know, I don't see why it could be Sam, unless under the time that she got to know Brian, she got really, really obsessed with him. Then again, I don't know how that would work and why she would do that. You can't just shake up my whole world and leave. Can't just shake up my whole world and leave. October 7th, 2006. Oh man, everything's gone wrong. All my senses are screaming in pain. I don't even remember drinking any booze. The pain only escalates the moment Brian texted me, "You feeling okay?" No, I was not okay. And why is Brian asking me this? Did I do something to him? According to Brian, I went from being quiet to crazy, happy, and cute. His words, not mine. Real quick. And I was so close to being the center of the party that he had to bring me back to the dorm. Why can't I remember any of them? Congrats, Sam. You reached a new low in life. Shit, is this it? Is this how I die? I sincerely asked Brian if there was a good place to kill myself. He said, maybe now is a good time to show you my secret hideout, since I passed the test by showing the whole school a different me. Is he seriously going to take me to his Colton Hill hideout? Tomorrow I'm going to the so-called most romantic place in Rosen Peak with Brian. There's something in my head that's keeping me awake, and it's not hangover. Interesting. Suicide suspected in death of missing teenager. The girl of 17 who was found dead at Colton Hill likely ended her own life, police says. Sam Holt, a transfer student of Wayride Academy. God, Jesus. I'm sorry. And had been reported missing for 6 days until Rosen Peak authorities discovered her body in the forest. Due to days of heavy rain around the time of her death, the investigation of Miss Holt's death faced a few challenges. So is that why it's always heavy raining in the game as well, like right now? However, interviews with school faculty members and its students led to the possibility that she threw herself off the cliff of Colton Hill after months of rejection from her peers. She was rarely seen with others, says one of the former teachers. She was even publicly humiliated just before her disappearance. It must have had worked on the tipping point for her. Rosen Peak Police says the fall did not kill Sam instantly. It is possible she grasped for air through her broken neck before dying. Wainwright Academy now faces a suspicion on neglecting its students, led by the mother of, I'm guessing, Sam. What the fuck? Hello? Who knocks? Why all this knocking, man? Excuse me? I swear to God, someone's following me. Whoa, she just disappeared. Hello there. This house is getting increasingly messy. Holy Jesus Christ. Alright. October 8th. Oh my god. Brian actually took me to Colton Hill? The hideout Brian mentioned had a wonderful world of the small town. The whole place under the golden sunset. The best part of this spot was it is quite hidden and unsafe. You could easily roll down the hill if you are careless or drunk, and no one could find you for days. How awesome is that? Being drunk with that wonderful moment didn't cause any accident though. We sat there for less than an hour, but it felt like an eternity. I can't even remember what we talked about. I do remember saying how beautiful Rosen Peak is, and Brian being all meh about it. I guess you can get fed up with views like this too. I'm sorry, my English is not that good today. Today's only regret is that I failed to bring the true essence of the hill's view back with me. There's a reason why I gave up photography as a hobby in the first place. At least the close-up shot of Brian was not half as bad. Excuse me. When I came back down from the hill, it became clear that my life just became a bit more messed up. Now. I know, because I really want to talk to Brian again soon. Help me get sleep quickly today, diary. Love, Sam. So now she can't get sleep because she wants to spend time with Brian. So this is the time when they started getting really close and just started to spend a lot of time together. I don't see anything wrong with that so far. Brian's secret hideout. A closed Colton Hill hiking route. Discovered by himself so he can hide from the world around him. Not a flashy place, but it had a great view. All of life's problems. Colton Hill itself, or Colton Town? I don't know. I wish it could be our special place, and ours and ours only. Colton Hill is nothing but a rock pile of blood-soaked memories now. Why did he have to break my fucking heart? Was I just one of his many friends? Maybe that's it. That's why he wanted to leave even after I told him we won't be together anymore. So, again, I'm sorry, I don't fucking know what's going on with me today. So, the fact that he thinks that he was just one of Brian's friends further proves my point that this might actually be Kyle, because Kyle was just a jock and a buddy to Brian. While Sam and Brian at this point in time had already started to spend a lot of time together, and they decided to know each other more, but in a respectful way and not like this. He thought he was too good for Rosenpeak and me. To him, I was just background in his picture. I'm sorry, what? You don't deserve a face. The book report was finished days ago, but I can't stop thinking. Psycho. I hate this. I hate this with a fucking passion. Alright, the book finished. I can't stop thinking about Mingled. Mostly because my stupid brain thinks I'm sorta like the main character, Venny. To summarize the rest of the book, Venny goes to this jealousy-fueled sabotage rampage on every girl who has a crush on Michael. I know it sounds horrible without context, but it's actually kinda cute. She finally stands on top, but Michael finds out what she's done. He breaks Jenny's heart, saying he can't be sure of who she is anymore. Things work out in the end, but that's not why I sympathize with the dorky psycho girl. Brian is just like Michael, popular, has killer biceps, busy hanging out with people. I can't see what he wants because of all the noise around him. I know he wants to go to college, but what about beyond the boring stuff? What kind of person does he like? What does he think about me? He told me about his mom, how she died of cancer last year. It must have been so hard trying to look okay in front of everyone who's depending on him. I sometimes feel like he can't see me because he's so busy trying to meet everyone's expectations. I know how those around us can be hurtful, and it's dangerous to rely on them so much. I just wish I can tell Brian one day that I'm here for him. So, okay, this is where my theory kind of falls a little apart, because now I can kind of see her why she would get a little attached to Brian and a little more psycho towards him. Brian just got what he wanted in the end. Brian got what he wanted in the end. He left Frozen Peak as soon as he was given the chance. As for me, I was left to suffocate in the hole of tainted memories until I drown in my own endless nightmare. What the fuck is wrong with me today? Oh, hello. Every day, every night, I'm surrounded by whispers. Whispers that lie, whispers that eat away my brain piece by piece, no matter how I try to. Okay. Oh God, I hear them again. Hello. Are you in a healthy relationship? Check this survey out. You must take as much as one gives. Yes. No. No one can have what you can't. Unhealthy, no. B never loved you. Fuck you. Because you guys said no. 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 Okay. Keep listening, then maybe you'll understand this time. Hello! A lot of shit is happening. I would like it to stop. Okay. It's getting worse. The fucking shithole town left a disgusting crack on my heart. It is getting bigger and bigger. The voices I hear from the crack are getting louder. I see more and more eyes staring at me through the gap. So another one of these. Miss Leslie gave us an essay poetry assignment for once. She said it's okay to make a parody of classics as long as we stick to the ABCB pattern. So I took the liberty of letting my imagination do the letting my imagination go ABC berserk. Here is a slight taste of my work. Roses are red, violets are blue. My life would have sucked if it wasn't for you. Wow, that is some top tier shit right there. Call me Sam Spear, or is it Holt Spear? I don't know, interesting. I could have waited for Brian to ask for my help with homework again, but I decided to make the first move this time, and guess what? He said he can handle it alone. Call me paranoid, but I'm worried I might have hurt Brian's pride. That's what happens when Sam opens her idiot mouth or uses her idiot brain. P.S. I've decided to carry my diary in my bag. The doors in the girls' dorm are way too easy to open. Not as easy as Stacy though, if you know what I mean. I even saw one of the girls using a notepad to crack her door open. Besides, I have this weird hunch someone's been reading my diary. I've decided to ignore this hunch. I've decided to not ignore this hunch. Oh. 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 I can still read it, so it doesn't matter. When I ran out of places to run, I only had one solution. Now my memories are scattered all over the dark. Now I must look for them. Okay. Oh my god, stop it, please. I fucking beg you. Jeez, fuck you, man. Coward, okay. What the hell was that, bro? Oh my god. Cherish your smile, I indulge your gaze. Keep me forever warm, be my endless sun rays. Yeah, alright. That is confusing. That is a little confusing, not gonna lie. With Brian preparing for a rematch with the Hammerheads, I once again gladly gave him a hand with the non-important homework stuff. I must say, the teachers here don't give their poor students a break just because a test is over. It's not like I'm burdened with helping out, but Brian is really trying hard to get good grades. From what I heard, he doesn't have much to worry about going to college since he's practically a local football star. Maybe his pushy police chief dad raised him to be an overachiever. It's funny how a model athlete like Brian got friends like Kyle who always find excuses to pull him out of school. It's unfair, really. As long as you are a sports star, you will end up with douches like him no matter how nice a person you are. I don't speak with Kyle much, but I need to know that he's like, first of all, his girlfriend is frickin' Stacy Lannings. The stare he gives me when I pass by is enough to creep me out for the whole day. It would be lucky if Stacy didn't come along and start yapping about how Brian is out of my league. She has Kyle to play with, so why would she even care? Like, ask your boyfriend out for a drive, jeez. Have a nice life with him so Brian can stay out of the poison he does not deserve. Do I have to? Oh. Hello. I am beyond confused. Okay. Stop calling me, man. I wake up without waking up. What the fuck do you want? Same rainy night, in my lifeless room. Endless nightmare. I hate this with a passion. Oh my god, why did that get me? Whew. How am I supposed to go through? What the hell? Okay, I have a crazy theory. I think when the thing opens, I think you have to go through there. But I have to fucking find a This is for B. Don't push out, push the button. What am I doing? No. What the hell? Huh? I am so confused. I am very confused. Oh, okay, here we go. Can I? No. Why do you sound so close? Go. Jesus, fuck you, man. Oh boy. Okay, the house looks even more terrifying than it did before. God damn. It's fun, but holy Jesus, that's scary. No new note? Oh yeah, no, there is a new note. Okay. There was a consulting fuck man. There was a consulting session for Greenheart University student programs. They called it GUSP. Lol, what the fuck? At the gym today. I've seen its posters all over the school since the day I arrived. I had nothing better to do, so I decided to give a visit and spend my precious after school time reading brochures. No, brochures? I forget how to say that word. And even once again, just like at the library, I was surprised to see Brian there. He was at the early decision program booth. I wanted to talk to him, but instead I ran for my room, jumped to my bed, and out of nowhere tears started to drop. I bet it was because of those stupid hearts. Yep, I saw those hearts again. Now they were on the gym walls too. Whoever drew them must be very insecure about the relationship. Insecure like me. Deep down, I know I want my own heart on the walls too, but seeing Brian at the university booth felt like finally getting punched by reality. I have no idea what I'll be doing in a couple of years. I thought of staying here at Rosenpeak, but with Brian preparing to leave, there's just no point to it. No Brian, no hearts on the wall. God, it's like my brain's creating a storm. I'm just gonna lie down for a bit. Hopefully I'll wake up next week. Interesting. So she did start getting a little obsessive over him, but in a more healthy manner. Like, she just thinks about him and thinks about each other, but not in this unhealthy, I want him only mine way. Interesting. My life is nothing but a repetition of waking up with nothing to live for. Not even a false hope to look forward to this time. Long time ago, when I finally got to accept my feelings for Brian, I thought everything was going to change. But every day was still just like every day. I was still a school star, I was still his friend. No, he was still a school star, I was still his friend. When you live in Rosenpeak, people expect things to stay the same way. If anything changed between us, it could ruin B and everything around him. So that's how it went. Nothing changed when my whole world burned. So if we look at it, if this is still 2006 when this notebook was written, it was still around the time when I think gays and people thinking about the same sex, like people loving the same sex, was still trying to get accepted. And if you think about it that way, this could also mean that maybe Kyle did catch feelings for B, and if something did change between them, it could ruin B and ruin everything around him, meaning that being gay back then, or being just like, that wasn't accepted, so in a way, it could have ruined his reputation because people would have just laughed at them being like, haha, gay, what the fuck is wrong with you two? Maybe that's it, I don't know. Could also just be Sam overthinking it by being the not so unpopular girl, like the still a kind of new girl in school. Interesting, and just all I'm saying. I kept telling myself maybe after graduation I'll be able to express my feelings for him. I let the fire in my heart eat through my soul and body. I called myself a coward, but I chose to keep what little I had to enjoy. I was a poor kid, crawled up in bed. Also, her. Poor? Do I really deserve that charity title? Am I really the victim of all of this? Who is here to judge me anyway? It's all over. Everyone left me. So why do I have to feel like I'm being chased? Like someone's always watching me. Like someone's always trying to judge me. Oh, hello there. How did the invite go? She in or not? Oh, she's coming. Those like her can't say no to a party like this. Sweet. Time to give her the drama she wants so bad. Interesting. I know I used half of this diary writing about Stacy being a bitch, but now she's just unstable. It wasn't even the past first class when I saw her arguing like crazy with Kyle. Heard her shouting something like, "I'm done doing shit for you," before storming away. Then she saw me. I was her next target. She strutted towards me and said, "This is all your fault. Why don't you go back to fucking San Diego?" Whoa, what did I do? She was off before I could even open my mouth. I turned to Kyle for answers, but he was gone too. Come to think of it, I rarely saw them hanging out recently, but I didn't know things were this intense. Brian's been acting weird too, though. He hasn't talked to me much recently. He even looks somewhat more upset than usual. I finally tried to ask him what was wrong, but he cut me short asking if I called him last night again. All I could give was a blank face until Brian said, "Never mind," and walked away. Interesting. What was that about? What did he mean by again? Calling him in the middle of the night for no reason is something I've dreamed of, but that doesn't mean I actually did it. What the hell is going on? Ooh. Stacy doing the drama for you. Stacy doing a little drama. Getting involved in shit she should not get involved in. Interesting. Anyways, it's because of her, the moment she came into our lives. What little I had to enjoy started to crumble. Only bad changes happen in my life, no matter how hard I try to protect it. A city girl just asking to become an outsider. That's all she was to me. Hell, that's all she was to everyone else. Even to B. But then, I saw them talking at the library. I couldn't see clearly, but I could know it from B's face. He was making her smile. It was another smile taunting my feelings for B. No one could ever know what kind of emotions I was hit with at that moment. A change was happening, and I didn't like it at all. Stacy didn't like it either, and she could never stand letting an easy social praise slip away from her. Naturally, Stacy took a peek into her diary one day. She took pictures of some of the entries and sent them to me and her gang. She wanted everyone to join her twisted and childish game. Wow, this is getting real dark real fast. So what I'm gathering is Sam, she joined the school, and then the only person she took liking to was B or Brian. And then the more popular people at school, like Stacy and her gang, started messing with her because she started going around with Brian. Someone saw Sam and Brian talking in the library, which I'm guessing is Kyle. He got jealous because he can't comprehend the feelings he has for B, and he's somehow trying to get them out of his chest. And this is really interesting because Kyle has not been mentioned so far, but as like a tool to Stacy. Because that's interesting, because Kyle is the only one who is close to Brian. Like, the only one who was that close to Brian, and the only one who was with Brian throughout the entire school year. So he is the only other one I could think of that had the right to have a broken heart for B to leave. Man. Then Stacy and the others mess with her? That's fucked up. And I think Kyle was somewhat involved in this somehow, so I don't know, that's just interesting. Oh, hello. Bummer. Was hoping to do nasty stuff to her drunk ass. I still can't believe Brian had to take her away like that. Well, needy bitches like Sam do make some people feel sorry. She did mention something about her dad and her diary. Bet she has some nasty daddy issues too. Got an idea. Oh god. How about we show everyone how needy a bitch... How about we show everyone how needy a bitch can be? Sounds fun, but how? Leave it to me. Just keep reading her diary once in a while. Hello? We eat hammers for breakfast and drink their tears to wash them down. Go golems. Library. Wolf! Okay, hello. Nice. What the fuck are you smiling at? What the fuck are you smiling at? Die alone, alone forever, forever here. Alright. Cool. Cool. I'm glad that exists. This is what is. This is what is scratched out, okay? I don't even know how to describe what happened this morning. This is fucked up. My hands are shaking again. It started when I opened my locker and something poured out. For a few seconds my brain was cut off from whatever was happening. When I finally looked down there were dozens of pictures scattered on the hallway floor. All of them were pictures of Brian with the gibberish written on them. The whole school was at the hall. They looked at me. They looked at the pictures, then at me, and then at the pictures. Brian was there too. The face he gave me, the face of disgust. He turned away and left. He didn't even say anything. I tried to chase him, say something, anything to him, but the floor started spinning and people started whispering like they knew what was going on. The air soon began to choke my throat. I swept what was on the floor and ran off to class. Of course, Stacy must have something to do with this. I looked for her, but she was nowhere to be found. The rest of the day was about nothing but avoiding eye contact with anyone. I can't sleep. Brian's not answering any of my texts. There's no one to talk to. Jesus Christ. Alright. The diary had no special meanings to me. Not until I read about how Brian took that on a fucking tour of the town. She had no interest in girls whatsoever, and suddenly now she's hanging out with an outsider? That moment I got tired of doing nothing. I knew I had to do something, so I gave Stacy an idea. It was going to be an easy spike, and it was going to be easy. Spike her drink, get her wasted, and humiliate the shit out of the city girl in front of everyone. Only then she would know her place. If only fuck. It could have been so simple if only if B didn't get in the way. My English is fucked up today, Jesus Christ. Kept saying BBB, kept saying nothing was going on between them. Lies, 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 but I wasn't about to believe that everything was just rainbows and butterflies. How could you lie? In my eyes, Sam was using Brian to fill her sad, empty life. I couldn't let that happen. She wanted drama she didn't deserve. She doesn't deserve shit. She doesn't get to barge in and start stealing the life I've only dreamt of. So here we start seeing Sam in third perspective. So am I right about me being Kyle, like the one actually really close to Brian? I'm thinking I might be. Stacy kept doing what she does best, digging into others' secrets. She sent pictures of the little shit's diary pages to me. That's how I found out about her little trip to Colton Hill. It was our hideout first year of school, and her presence turned it into fucking nothing. How could B do this to us? The only way to break them apart was to show Brian that what a creep she was. Yeah. I kept reading the disgusting words she wrote on her diary. At the same time, I felt something, a reminder of how I felt for B. How I felt so right and terribly wrong. Screaming into my pillow never helped it with making the feelings go away. Did you find the diary yet? Babe, I think you're taking this too seriously. Did you find it or not? I think she knows I'm sneaking into her room. I can't find it anywhere. Babe, don't you think you're too obsessed with breaking them up? You're giving up now? Forget it. Please, babe. Maybe Brian doesn't even like the girl. I said forget it. I'm sorry. Okay, apparently this is probably the last page. The school counselor called me today. Mr. Ferns asked me if the rumors were true. Rumors that I've been leaving hard drawings all over the school. Rumors that I've been stalking Brian. At this point, the whole school must be out of its mind. I didn't even know the letters of I didn't even know the letters in the fucking heart spelled S and B. And what, just because the initials are SMB, suddenly the name that starts with them are either Sam or Brian? And guess what? Even crazier, words are on the streets. Sam Holt, the daughter of a child molester, craves forbidden love. How on earth did Stacey fight about my dad? Why would she do so much to fuck up my life? And where the fuck is she? Is she... You know what? I'm tired. I'm tired of waiting for Brian to listen to me. I'm tired of looking for words that describe this fucked up situation. I can't believe I have to go through this again. So far from home, and so soon. Brian, please. Please say something. Damn. That's fucked up. That is actually pretty fucked up. Jesus Christ. Then she remembered. She wrote something about her dad. It must have had something to do with her existence. Hello? It must have had something to do with her existence in my life. I started digging. It wasn't even a challenge. Oh my god, how could Sam Holt not kill herself? If my dad went on the news for touching teenage girls, that's a bye-bye world for me alone. Wait, no! Fucking damn it. Sam Holt calls Brian from a payphone in the middle of the night and silently listens to his voice. Man, I still can't believe I go to school with a celebrity. That Sam girl's got some balls showing up to class when everyone's talking about her pervy dad. Respect. Sam Holt takes Brian's pictures and keeps them hidden in her locker. You know you've seen everything when your classmate's dad touches teenagers. How did he even get married? Maybe Sam's mom is that creep's victim? Sam Holt draws hearts all over the school to let others know Brian is hers. Why did you move? I don't like this. A needy city girl with serious issues. She was just a disaster waiting to happen. No one, even Brian, would think otherwise. I made all the preparations while Stacy spread the rumors I created. It was never easy. I almost got caught taking a picture of Brian using the restroom. But I kept going. Every picture I took was a love confession I could never make. Every heart I drew was my sacrifice for him. And in the end, I got what I wanted. When enough suspicion piled on Sam, I stuffed all the pictures I took into her locker. It was a happy coincidence that B was there to see the spectacular unfold when it happened. It was over, things were about to turn back to normal. And then Stacy's drama-filled head exploded. Alright. I'm done watching you get away with the shit you've done to me. Did you really think I wouldn't find out that you've been using me to break Sam and Brian apart so you can have some fun with her? Well, I had my share of fun when I told Brian what you've been doing. You should have seen the face he made when I got to the part of you drawing those arts all over the school. I hope you enjoy your life now that there's no Brian to get in your way. Oh, by the way, I saw you staring at that college poster. What? Did you like the girl in the poster too? Is it why you tore her face off? You need help, and don't bother calling me Stacy. What is happening? Hello? Okay. I don't know. Anyways. Please, man. Stacy got it all wrong. It's just a misunderstanding. I was just trying to prevent Sam from getting into your head. Please, B, don't do this. Text back, please. The day Stacy told Brian was the last day he talked to me. He was so angry at me. He would never understand what I did for him. Typical. So fucking typical. Again, I was left alone to suffer. Well, to be honest, you did it to yourself, Kyle. This time, someone had to pay for it. I'm sorry? So... Ooh, finally, let's go. She reads it, and you are Kyle. You put the letter in what I'm guessing is, what is her name? Sam's locker. Oh fuck, this is about to be really fucked up, isn't it? She gets a letter, she thinks it's actually Brian, then it's actually Kyle, and Kyle what? Please don't tell me you fucking butcher up waiting for someone. Kyle, what are you doing here? No, you can stay away from me. You really don't deserve him. I don't know what you're talking about. Our lives are ruined because of you. Woo! This game is loud as fuck. Holy Jesus. No, shit. I must get rid of it. Holy Jesus. Brian preparing for a rematch with Hammers once again. There was a free consulting session on Brian. If the like the video, please say something. Yeah. It was an accident. I never meant to kill her. Or maybe I did? Did I? It doesn't matter now. Did any of what I did matter? I left the team soon after what happened at Colton. After that, the school. I've heard Brian easily got accepted at the university. He left time right after graduation. The fact that he's a star athlete with notable school record worked like a charm. He's been growing the idea of leaving Rosen Peak since his mom died. Living alone with his obnoxious dad didn't help much, with being attached to his hometown. We never got to talk about it seriously. Brian didn't really want to, but every time he hinted about leaving, I tried so hard to ignore what it meant for me. Even those college posters all over the school were laughing at me. They were making fun of the impending doom they were all saying. Haha, see? You're gonna die alone here. But maybe I knew. I knew that Bee took an interest in Sam because she was just a clueless new girl who was lonely enough to do anything for a guy who was nice to her. But jealousy is a strong creature. It quickly devoured my mind. Soon anger took control of me. And I just needed someone to be mad at other than Brian. Even after he left me, anger stayed. It devoured me whole. And again, it's time to wake up. But wake up for what? To be greeted by the fact that I must start running around in circles again? That I must stick needles in my body so I can forget my past for a few fucking minutes? It's just like that story Miss Lassie once told us about. The shortest horror story in the world. The last man on earth heard a knock on the door. I'm alone in my room. I'm alone in this world. There's someone knocking on the door. I don't know who it is, but I keep the door locked. No one comes in. No one goes out. I'm so tired. I just want it to end. Let's just wake up. Let's just open the door. I don't care who or what's waiting for me. But what about my diary, the one I've been keeping to remind myself of the victim, to remind myself how I am the victim of everything that's happened? I don't know what I would do without it. What will keep me from going insane? So here's the big question. Should I keep it? I would honestly say no. Keeping a diary can help, but the more you write down, the more likely it is that you'd go insane. So I'd say no, and live without a diary. That could honestly just be the better choice, right? So I don't know. That just makes sense to me. No, it's time to admit. I've been keeping a memory of lies. I'm the only one to blame for the shit I had to deal with. It's about time I burned it. But what after that? I could open the door door out of here, face whatever's waiting for me, or I could just stay with the fire and let go. Whatever the choice is, it's time to say goodbye. He was finally awake. Everything that happened 3 years ago, it won't fix what I've done, but at least I finally got the closure I deserve. I know it doesn't mean anything now, but goodbye, B. Wow, that was fucking good. That was really fucking good. That was really fucking good. I thoroughly enjoyed that. That was really good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's a different kind of thing. I know I kind of early on kind of guessed who it was, but I was still very unsure. Like, if it wasn't for the fact that I kind of watched Jacksepticeye play it, I wouldn't know. Though the hints are pretty close to saying it is him and that it is Kyle, but that's amazing. That was amazing, and I'm honestly a little surprised. It is very good. I love everything that this game offers. It's scary. It has a very good story. And to me personally, a little relatable. I mean, from a certain point it is a little relatable to everyone, but it's not like I killed anyone. Of course, I would fucking never, but it is relatable, and I feel it's just, the story is so serious, and it talks about a very serious thing, like how Kyle and how jealousy can be a very strong weapon, and how it just intoxicates the mind so easily when it comes to people you love. That was insane. I really loved that from start to finish. That was very awesome. That was very good, and I hope you guys enjoyed as well.